This bike has 50 miles on it, 20 of those were getting here, and I haven't really ridden it off-road at all. I still remember how to sort of ride, that's good. It's very flickable. Oh yeah, this mud is slippery as shit. Oh yeah, okay, the tires aren't bad. I've also been told the engine will smooth out as it wears in. It's pretty great so far, especially for $7,500, it is hard to beat. Hello and welcome back to the Dork side. I am at long last out on the KTM 390 adventure. You see that hill? Let's go up there. Oh man, it's good to be out. It has been a minute. Let's see how many freaking nails are in the ground up here. Probably a few. Every time I come up here, it gets worse. People, why? Now that we're up here in this beautiful spot, it seems like a really good time to tell you that I have restarted the merch store, and we got some great new designs, including this Army of Darkness inspired one by our friend Eric Sweet. Couple of brand new designs. I brought back the classic designs. The new logo for the channel is there. The link to that is dorkintheroad.dashery.com. Obviously, I'll link it for you in the description, and pop over, check it out. There's a bunch of cool designs, like I said, if you care about wearing merch with my face on it, which I don't know why anyone does. Pretty happy with these designs so far. Hope you like the merch store. Hopefully you'll check it out. Oh man, is it good to be back out here. Need a little time this winter, and I've taken it, but spring is coming and I'm ready. Got to get ready for this Arizona BDR trip. I've spent a lot of time wrenching on the 390. It's nice to get some damn seat time on it. This bike has 50 miles on it. 20 of those were getting here. And I haven't really ridden it off-road at all, other than like a 2 or 3 mile stretch here and there. So today is all about just kind of getting a feel for it. It's a first ride, even though I've had this bike for a couple months now. But really just the first chance to get some off-pavement action on it. We're going to take it easy today because, like I said, I have not been on the bike in a little while. And I have no desire to overdo it today. So normally we would head up this trail and ride the single-track trail, but these are brand new tires. That's super slick and muddy, and I'm by myself, and. Not today. Today we're taking it easy. Let's see what's going on. So let me just try to head off some questions. What is that tablet thing on your bike? This is the Adventure Tech Pro tablet, designed by a guy I met. His name is Brian. I met him at the AIM Expo. This is his brainchild, his baby, a very rugged, very durable tablet. So I'm just using it, testing it out to see how I like it, and we'll talk about a review later. All right, well, let's ride down the hill and go explore a little bit. So what I really like that KTM does these days, last few bikes I've had, is underneath the seat there's a list of like 3 different recommended suspension setup settings. So you don't have to guess. There's like comfort and off-road, or comfort and sport, I don't remember. And then like fully loaded, something like that. But the point is, it gives you a starting point, so you go in and you put the clickers there, and then you can tweak them one way or the other and see how it feels, versus just having no freaking idea and hoping for the best. No expert, but I tell you what, it feels good going fast. I'm pretty impressed with it. It is a WP suspension. It better be good. Clear day. It's supposed to be 60. I don't think it's going to be 60. I don't have an ambient temperature gauge because every motorcycle manufacturer hates me and doesn't put them on the cheaper bikes, but I found a workaround that I'm going to do. I think you can buy the Trail Tech temp gauges, the ones that are supposed to go in your radiator fin. They're battery powered, and just leave the probe exposed to the air and you've got an ambient temperature gauge. So probably going to buy a few of those and put them on every bike I have that doesn't have an ambient temperature, because I really like to know what the temperature is. This was all forest last year. I guess maybe 2 years now, judging by the color of the dead wood. Maybe 2 years, maybe, but only just if it is. So yeah, clear cutting, so great. And there's another proposal. They're trying to clear cut even more BLM land, including a bunch of stuff up by Mary's Peak, where I really like to ride. So keep your eyes on that. We don't have to get political, but we can all agree that cutting down the forests that we all enjoy and use is not a good idea. I'm not anti-logging, I'm anti-selling off our public lands to private companies. I grew up in a logging town. Power delivery on this thing, it's revvy. I mean, we knew that. If you keep it in the revs, keep it up around 6,000, it's great. Down low, it's a little sluggish. Again, not a surprise. It's the opposite of every other thumper I've ever ridden. But like, yeah, you see the power comes on. It's more like a, like the Versys X300 with that Ninja motor than any single cylinder dual sport I've ever ridden. This isn't a dual sport, it's a street bike motor, obviously out of the 390, so that makes sense. This is new gravel, it's fun. Oh, and I got the Tusk Waypoint tires on here. Excited to see how they do in the off-roady type things I have done. A lot of the guys, when I did that ride with them in Death Valley last year, had them out in the desert and they were fine. So I feel like they're going to be good, and I'm excited to find out. Definitely less prone to stalling than my 390 was that did not have the update. I had the 390 Enduro, some of you know that already. Oh man, well, I still remember how to sort of ride, that's good. Like, this stuff used to scare me because it's all wibble wobbly, and now I'm just like, meh. So that's good. I'll get these tires scrubbed in so we can do a little bit more aggressive street riding later. Again, gravel does that quickly, which is nice. Yeah, I like a lot about this bike. It's very flickable, like, it's very nimble. People always say, like, oh, it feels like a big dirt bike, and that never does. That's never true, but this one is as close as I've come. It's definitely an adventure bike, like, but it feels like a very light adventure bike versus the 390 Enduro that felt like an incredibly heavy dual sport. And that is an important distinction, even though it's essentially the same bike. It just depends on what you're trying to use it for. Look at this. Oh my God, bro. Oh man, these bushes are getting tall. It used to be a really great view right here. Now I gotta like look over them. Lame. Yeah, she's definitely just not a lot of power down at the low end. Better off keeping it revved up in second like this, but then the vibrations are insane. Even with rubber mounted foot pegs, I can feel it in my feet. So I'm just used to cruising at a lower RPM and having lots of torque available. Just an adjustment. It's an unusual thumper that way. This is a cool camping spot I've always wanted to camp at, but never have because it's always really moist. Cool little campsite. Potential. It's just a landing and turned around, but so soggy all the time. Mega soggy. Yep, this bike is, for some reason, a lot more fun than the 390. Maybe the Enduro. Maybe I just had like bad expectations going in. I don't know. They feel different to me. But again, it's like I said, because one is an adventure bike and one is a dual sport. A 350-pound dual sport is stupid. A 390-pound adventure bike is epic, even if they're the same thing. That's why I said that 390 is more like a DR650 than a DRZ 400. People want to keep comparing it to, and it doesn't really fulfill the same niche. It's not what it's for. The clutch pull is very smooth. I like that. It applies, feeds in and out really, really smoothly. I will say the engine is, it doesn't feel super refined. Part of that is just because it's a thumper and they are like that. I've also been told by Jeff, ADV Agenda, that the engine will smooth out as it wears in. It's only not even 100 miles on this. He's got a lot more on his, and he said it just keeps getting better, so I'm excited about that. Well, at least this just looks like thinning. I'm okay with that. It'll still be a forest. But they are everywhere up here. Like whole sections of this OHV keep getting shut off. I'm impressed with how much wood they're pulling out of here, though. It's also not great for the road, so a good test of my tires. I may not have to. I mean, I can come back this way, but holy shit. Well, I said we weren't going to do the single track. I didn't say we weren't going to do any trails today. I mean, we're here. Well, the TC in off-road mode is good in that it doesn't seem to be any. And if there is, it's not aggressive. I haven't really played with it much, obviously. Oh yeah, this mud is slippery as shit. They call it snot gun for a reason. And it never ever leaves your bike. I just sold the 250F to a guy and I literally pressure washed it the day before he came and it was still covered in this stuff. It just doesn't come off. It like permanently stains it forever. And that's just your life if you get it on your bike. It is what it is. It's steeper than it looks. front ABS is not super aggressive. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I can stop with just the front, even though it's not off, I don't think. Oh, they are actively logging right here too. Damn it, it's like they keep closing off sections of this to log it, and then they like don't get reopened. So it's like slowly just eating up all of Shotgun Creek. Like, that's how we're, okay, you're not paying attention to your surroundings, guy. That's not a great traction surface. All the buzzards and crows flying around are distracting me. Let's see, is it open? Looks like it's open. All right, well, if it's open, then we're gonna ride it. Need my goggles? They're really glasses goggles, they're goggles. I need them to unfoggle, whatever they are. Yeah, I might have to take these off. Entirely too much guessing going on right now. My lights are working though. Thanks, Cyclops. They're working great. A little muddy right here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, the tires aren't bad. They're not bad. Yeah, that snotty mud is not awesome. I'll never get it off this bike. This bike has officially been indoctrinated. It's been officially hazed. Initiated. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, decent grip. Not bad. Not bad. Front's good. I'm happy with it. Let's go back through. Still in second. Yeah, it's gutless down low, but you just keep the revs up and work the clutch. You can go slow. Yeah, she's interesting. Tracks interestingly, but it's so light. You can just put it where you want it, which is not something I'm used to on an adventure bike. Definitely wants to half climb these ruts and then slide right back down, which is disconcerting. When you're trying to maintain your balance, it's a little unpredictable. But... all right, we did it. We survived. Yeah, you just can't lean it over and lay into it without downshifting first. So it is not as fun as the DRZ like that, for sure. Which is why I bought that bike, because it is, the DRZ is as fun as the DRZ like that. That was what I was thinking when I bought it. I was like, I want a bike that's as fun as the DRZ, so I got the DRZ. This was all forest before. Oh, I wonder if Trail 2 is open. I didn't even look. There's a really good one, really scared the shit out of me and Duck Fan the first time we did it out here, Trail 2. It gets real steep at the end. And I've been meaning to go back and do it again because I was so over my head the first time we did it. I was terrified, like literally scared shitless. And now I wonder how, I mean, it's obviously going to be better because they've logged it, but I just would like to ride it again because it's a good sort of snapshot of my skills, progression, and confidence. Yeah, the mountain is right there. That's bald or round, I forget which one. Very clever naming conventions. And there's a good campsite up there. All the campsites I know up here suck. I scouted them all back in the day looking for seclusion and hard to get to. And nowadays I'm more interested in decent views to hang out when you're chilling at camp. So there's a much better view up here. I think there's a decent campsite. We're gonna go look at it. Yeah, you see the view is a little better here. Everywhere I go up here, it is just destroyed. People shooting and leaving shotgun shells and shit everywhere, and targets, and that's why you gotta get farther afield than this. There it is. We made it to the mountaintop, such as it is. This is technically a mountaintop. Oregon is just a terrible place to live. So ugly. Look at all this. Just absolute garbage. All right. Well, it is just so good to get out and ride. This bike I've been staring at in the garage all winter. Just putting mods on, but I haven't actually ridden it. So we're at 75 miles. We'll be at over 100 by the time we get home easy, probably 125. We'll go through some nasty, loose rock. So see how it does, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, this is where the gravel piles used to be, but they're all gone. They must have made some roads. Ooh, that is loose. Damn, bro. But I'm really enjoying this bike. I really like it. Now the difference is, or the reason that I like it, what I like about it is that it is a slow bike ridden fast. I don't love holding back on really fast bikes. It's nice to be able to like get a cool burst of speed now and then. It's not as fun to me as just riding a slow bike or a less powerful bike as hard as it will go. And that's what I like about this bike. That's what I like about the DRZ. You can do just super fun stuff without getting really in trouble. And this one seems to be fine on the highway. So I'm excited to see how it does on longer highway trips. Wait till it's a little bit nicer and we'll go do a few hours. I gotta get out and camp off of it. There's a lot I want to do with this bike, and I know a lot of you are curious. I've had several people say, hurry up and review it so I know if I should get one. And it's pretty great so far, especially for $7,500. It is hard to beat. Overall, just a blast to ride. Holy hell, that's a deep pit. If you're okay with, you're prepared for, you understand that the low end torque is lacking, that you have to wind it out a lot, which is fun to do on purpose when you know that's what you're doing. It does make slow speed stuff a little more challenging because you just have to keep the revs up and use the clutch a lot. So if you're not good at that, it will seem like it's just dying and stalling on you all the time, which it isn't. I mean, it will, because it just doesn't have the low end torque. It's better. It doesn't cut out like it did at absolute zero. I only killed it the one time, and I'm willing to submit that that is my fault. Anyway, lots to come on this bike. We'll try to get close to 1,000 miles on it and do a full review when I feel like I've got a good handle on it. I've got to try it in a bunch of different situations. But if you haven't yet, check out the merch store. I got those cool new designs that I mentioned. And, you know, I do get a small commission from those, so it's not a ton. It's not really a huge moneymaker for me. I'm just so astounded that anyone would want to wear gear of my face or whatever, that like that's the biggest reward to me. But I do make a little, so you are supporting the channel by doing that, which is great. Just like when you use the affiliate links to Rocky Mountain, and I'll put that QR code on the screen for you right now. So if you want to shop Rocky Mountain and not have to click any link, just pull out your phone right now, and because a lot of you watch on the TV, I know you do, because I do. I see the demographics, and you just point your camera at this, focus on it, and a link should pop up. You click, and then you're at the Rocky Mountain side, and anything you buy, I will get credit for referring you. So you don't have to go to a specific product page or anything. You just use that QR code link, and you can do it from the comfort of your couch watching on your TV. We'll put it nice and big on the screen. So thanks to everybody who supports the channel that way. Thanks to all of you, your kind words and encouragement, especially as things have been kind of weird the last couple of months. It's really great to just hear that you guys are inspired. I love hearing about people getting out and doing their own stuff, having their own first adventures, you know, having less trouble than I did when I first started. That's the whole goal of this channel. That's why I started it, because I couldn't find the information I needed, so I wanted to create a place where you could find it. So I'm so glad to hear that that is useful and valuable to so many of you. Anyway, that's enough rambling. You didn't come to listen to me talk about myself. You came to see the 390, and it's great. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!